Hello everyone, and welcome to my Iconic Goodbyes channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Sharon is desperate to save the poisoned Phyllis, so Nate agrees to let Audra mine Holden for information. Today on The Young and the Restless, Billy and Nick hypothesize on what might have occurred to Sharon and Phyllis. Sharon and Phyllis quarrel about riddles, and Nate is concerned that probing into Damien's life would push him away. Nate questions Audra at the GCAC about Holden's situation. She claims it's all him. He believes he needs a friend and wishes it to be her. She isn't interested, but he is the only one who can help them learn more about Damien. Nate believes her and says she can tell him anything. He trusts her, but he understands how difficult it may be to open up about an old flame. Nate and Audra return to the penthouse, where they discuss Amy's incredible strength. She's hoping his doctor friend can do anything to help her. They sit and drink, and she reveals that Holden told her they were buddies until he started working for him. She has the feeling that things aren't going well, and Holden resents his pal. Furthermore, Damien appears to be a hothead. He informs her that Lily has also been digging, and he is concerned that Damien will find out and go. That would not be good for Amy. Audra inquires as to what Lily has learned, and Damien replies that he is only the CEO, not the owner of the company. They wonder why he lied about it. Hastings is concerned that too many people are asking too many questions, which could blow everything up. She thinks that he is too emotionally invested to see properly. Nate wants to trust him even if he's not ready. He's still hoping Amy and her kid can have a genuine relationship and he can have a brother in his life. Audra feels he should trust his instincts, but he is cautious. He is confident that he has seen glimpses of his brother's good qualities. She proposes that they study more before letting him into their lives. He understands why everyone is on guard, but Amy is also optimistic because of Damien. He is still motivated to make the reconciliation happen. Nate has to believe that his half-brother will make Amy's final days happy. Maybe that's too unrealistic, but he wants to believe they can be a real family. She's only worried that Damien isn't who he claims to be, and she doesn't want him hurt. That's why she believes she should keep digging and promises to remain discreet. Nate does not want her to keep attempting to gain information from Holden. Audra believes he may be envious, which would prove their relationship is vital. He hopes he doesn't have to be jealous for her to realize this. They kiss. She wants pizza. He is in. When she gets her phone, she finds a text from Holden apologizing for bailing on her and stating that he still needs a buddy. Audra asks Nate if she should consent to be his buddy. Nate uses her phone to text back saying she will be his friend. In the clinic basement, Phyllis works out and accuses Sharon of making a bucket list. Sharon insists she isn't, but the redhead wonders what would be on it. It would probably be one last cuddle with her children. That would be on her list as well. Sharon understands why, given that she missed out on those moments with them after faking her death. Phyllis does not think it was appropriate to bring that up. She proposes that Sharon put giving away all of her belongings on her bucket list to amaze everyone with her generosity and saintliness. They would both go out with a boom. Phyllis taunts her, saying she's confident Sharon would want Nick to save her one last time. Sharon is certain she would like him to break through the door right now. Sharon continues to try to solve the riddles while Phyllis does lunges. Phyllis doesn't see the point of joining. They fight over the point of it all, and Sharon encourages her to help with the deciphering. Phyllis taps her head and says she already knows but will not tell her. If they are playing against each other, she is not answering Sharon's question. She is so blunt that if it came to it, she would leave her to die. Sharon tells her to stop being a mean girl and grow up. Their lives might be on the line. After some further prodding, Phyllis says that the solution is forgiveness. That's what costs nothing yet is worth everything. She chuckles, saying that's preposterous and that it would never happen after what Sharon did to her family. Phyllis says that the lunges are dull, but Sharon emphasizes that the purpose appears to be making amends. I'd sooner die and have rats nibble on my decomposing body than ever say and mean, I forgive you, Sharon, Phyllis declares. Sharon resumes her search for clues, while Phyllis sips water and believes she is overthinking. The blonde wonders what the motivation might be. It's almost as if their captor wants to show how intelligent they are. They continue to argue, and Phyllis advises her to work out as well in order to become stronger. They keep talking about what Sharon did to Daniel, and Phyllis insists she is still unwilling to accept responsibility. She will never forgive her. Sharon claims that may be the only way out. I could just lie, but I think the freak is going to know I'm lying, she claims. She doubles over and gasps, stating that she is nauseated. Phyllis suspects she's been poisoned. Sharon signals via the intercom that they require assistance. The voice tells her that she should start looking for the antidote. They believe Phyllis was poisoned for refusing to play the game. Phyllis sighs on the couch while Sharon searches. The voice continues with another riddle, I am the beginning and the end, even though you can't see me. Sharon glances into the cushions. While crying about how her tummy is on fire, Phyllis apologizes to Sharon for what she said. Sharon finds a bottle of water with a sticker on it and believes it is the antidote. Nick stops by Billy's and asks if there is anyone Phyllis has contacted. Billy has already made the calls. They agree that something is wrong here. They sit down and attempt to figure things out while insisting on a beer. Billy admits that it took him along to recognize that Phyllis was in serious difficulty. Nick thinks it's common to think like that. Nick is beginning to believe that kidnapping is a genuine possibility. How certain are you that Ian Ward is actually dead? Asks Abbott. Given the circumstances, Nick confesses that was the first name that came to mind. But he's certain he's dead. He was cremated. Nick doesn't perceive it as the work of a maniac. They presume the women are together, and the enmity between them has reached an all-time high. Nick does not believe that either of them were motivated to get retribution. This suggests that kidnapping is likely. It's becoming increasingly difficult for Nick to resist simply going out and hitting stuff. It has been difficult, and this has exacerbated the situation. Whenever he believes the family is back on track, something goes wrong. It's difficult not to blame himself, even though it makes no sense. He is trying to keep everything together for the kids, but it is difficult. Billy understands that he has been everyone's rock and encourages him to be kind to himself. They see how absurd it is that they are banding together to help Sharon and Phyllis. Nick gets up and tells him this isn't a bonding moment. Ranch security makes a call. They checked their footage and found no leads. Nick is going to check in with everyone. The Young and the Restless spoilers include Nick and Billy's car ride to Chaos and a chase lead to Sharon and Phyllis's whereabouts. According to the Young and the Restless spoilers, Nick Newman and Billy Abbott will go on a car ride that ends in pandemonium. Billy and Nick are about to follow a clue on Sharon Newman and Phyllis Summers' whereabouts, so here's what YNR viewers may expect. Phyllis and Sharon's confinement would worsen from March 10th to 14th. Sharon and Phyllis will sense the walls closing in, and they will be concerned that they are running out of time. As Phyllis and Sharon's anxieties mount, collaboration will be critical to their survival. However, a separate team will develop elsewhere, as Nick and Billy are also going to join forces. Chancellor will ultimately come up with some important news to share. Chance will share a surprise lead with Billy and Nick, so he will keep them updated on what he has learned. According to previews for The Young and the Restless, Nick and Billy will eventually go for a car ride. It could be a circumstance where they believe they can work faster than the cops or achieve more by breaking the rules. Regardless, Nick will go behind the wheel with Billy in the passenger seat, and they will most likely follow up on the lead Chance mentioned. Billy and Nick will be hoping that the trail goes to Phyllis and Sharon, so it will be interesting to watch how everything unfolds. Will Nick and Billy's hint lead them to the abandoned psychiatric facility in the end? Will Billy and Nick connect enough dots to arrive at the location where Sharon and Phyllis are being held captive? This could lead to a situation in which both Nick and Billy play the hero. Billy and Nick may eventually smash down the barrier, which could be the reason Sharon and Phyllis are finally free. The finale of this plot will be quite intense, so we'll provide you with predictions for all of the twists and turns that lie ahead. Tracy gets a surprise. Be prepared for anything with this week's The Young and the Restless spoilers. Alan leaves Tracy stunned, Holden approaches Claire, and Sharon is concerned that something is wrong with Phyllis. Tracy tells Alan how much he has altered her life as they are out to dinner with Jack and Diane. When I look at you, I am reminded of what it actually feels like to be completely happy, she confesses. Jack and Diane grin warmly as they watch. If I thought I had a shot, Alan says, I'd ask you to marry me right now. Tracy's eyes widen, and she is at a loss for words. Could he be serious about his proposal? Claire sits at the GCAC bar, sipping a martini. Oh, that's strong, she thinks to herself. I suppose James Bond is a little tougher than me. She turns when a voice speaks up close to her. Somehow, I doubt that, Holden replies as he sits at the bar next to her. Claire watches him warily as he grins at her. What is Holden after? And how can Claire help him obtain it? Sharon and Phyllis have been trying to figure out their captor's game in the hopes of escaping from the chamber where he or she has them locked up. However, their situation has deteriorated significantly. Oh, my God, Phyllis exclaims as she doubles over. Concerned, Sharon inquires, what is it? What is wrong? What is wrong? Phyllis reveals, struggling to get her words out, I'm so nauseated, has she been poisoned? Or is this all a ruse to fool their kidnapper into seeking medical attention and disclosing themselves? Who plays Sharon and Phyllis on The Young and the Restless? The Young and the Restless audience are impatient when it comes to getting answers. For example, YNR fans are obsessed with figuring out who kidnapped Phyllis and Sharon. The two foes are currently compelled to work together to escape a room in the basement of a mental institution where a mysterious voice is calling the shots. On today's episode of The Young and the Restless, Sharon and Phyllis accuse their respective children and Nick of orchestrating the kidnapping. Back in Genoa City, Daniel, Summer, and Nick discovered Phyllis and Sharon's relationship with the help of Billy and Chance. However, in typical soap opera form, there are more questions than answers about who kidnapped Phyllis and Sharon. Who plays Sharon and Phyllis on The Young and the Restless? The obvious pick would be Ian. After all, everyone in Genoa City believes he is dead, but YNR watchers are aware that the nasty villain is alive. Ian is the obvious choice, thus it's most likely not him. Plus, Ian isn't interested in Sharon and Phyllis making amends or putting their disagreements aside. We do know that whoever kidnapped them knows their entire background. The perpetrators seem to want these foes to reconcile for good. Michael, Nick, and Victor are among the popular fan theories. Nick can be eliminated out because he would never purposefully concern his children about this, especially given recent occurrences with Jordan and Ian. Victor and Michael, on the other hand, are competitors. Then again, are they really engaged in Phyllis and Sharon getting along? We do not think so. This implies that the kidnapper is someone right beneath fans' noses, such as a family member playing along with the ruse or a relic from the past that people have forgotten about. When will YNR fans learn who kidnapped Phyllis and Sharon? What we do know for certain is that this plot will not be concluded anytime soon. In fact, all bets are on it continuing at least until May sweeps. That does not mean we won't find out who has them soon. It just means that Sharon and Phyllis should be imprisoned in the room for the next few weeks. According to teasers from The Young and the Restless, additional people, including Jack, will join the search. Who do you believe has Phyllis and Sharon? Please let us know in the comments section below. The Young and the Restless spoilers, Alan is Aristotle. Tracy's world has shattered. According to The Young and the Restless spoilers, Alan Laurent swapped identities with his demented brother Martin. Alan triumphed, while Martin perished in Paris, France. The author purposefully leaves numerous story ideas open. Assuming the spelling of the surname is correct based on unconfirmed supposition, Dumas has an intriguing origin. It is a French surname. It could be purely coincidental that the reclusive millionaire businessman's name is French. However, soap writers frequently operate with aim. So, if Alan survived or Martin did and is posing as him, might Aristotle be the mask he's been hiding behind for years? Is Tracy Abbott unlucky in love? Tracy Abbott's career in soap operas has not been simple. Lauren Fenmore was well known for harassing her during the day because she thought she was beneath her social status. Various difficulties and tribulations with suitors and husbands, including Danny Romalotti, Brad Carlton, and Steve Connolly, unfolded. Tracy's marriage to Brad produced her only child, the late and cherished Colleen Carlton, who drowned. Alan was introduced through his acquaintance with Ashley Abbott, whom Davidson's character sought mental health treatment from in Paris. That led to his eventual arrival in Genoa City, Wisconsin, where he quickly fell in love with Tracy. It would be disastrous for her if Alan did not prove to be who he claimed to be. Alan Lauren's true purpose in Genoa City. This feel-good story has a cliched black cloud hanging over it due to natural Martin conjecture. Alan's unstable brother pretended to be him before confronting him in Paris. The brothers argued and tumbled out a window to the earth below. Alan is believed to have survived because he fell on top of his brother, despite their low altitude. But the entire scenario was not revealed to the audience, which felt intentional. The foregoing allowed genuine uncertainty to be implanted into the fans' minds. Anyone would wonder if an identical twin who impersonated his sibling and was deemed wicked survived the plunge. Martin may have survived, and he has been pretending to be Alan ever since. Aristotle Dumas has no backstory. It's always intriguing when a new character is presented. The way it is handled adds to the mystery and gives viewers a taste of what's to come. In this instance, Aristotle is described as a recluse who has never been seen. This figure is considered to be a man. Assuming that is correct, Martin may be this guy. However, if instability is a familial characteristic, a different shocking indicates that Alan survived the fall and is also Aristotle. He may have led a secret life for years, posing as a doctor while expanding his global company. Aristotle's missing backstory allows the writers to fill it up how they see fit. It also implies that the audience may conjecture, linking Alan or Martin to him until this notion is proven incorrect. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, so please don't forget to subscribe my channel and don't miss any update.